Hey, just checking in to see how you guys are doing today. There's a really interesting message that's coming through from Spirit, and I love the way that this works. And sometimes I feel like, especially when we're in one of these like energetic dips, that we lose the sense of magic of what's around us, of who we are, of how we can create magic, how we have this really powerful connection to creator, to God, to source, to angels, to mystical things that you can't see or touch. And so I'm thankful that they're giving me like these little insights, because let me know in the comments, are you feeling like this dip? It's like such a dip that we're in. It's hard. It's feeling hard to like feel motivated. I feel like and I get it. It's 2025. We're the wrap up. It's all the stuff that's coming up, all the density, all the layers are releasing. I get it. But it just feels like we're not getting a lot of breaks from the dip. So the dip kind of feels heavy, which makes it hard to, create, to do self-fulfilling things when you're in the dip. Let me know if you're struggling a little bit with that, if it's just feeling like, and of course this time of year doesn't help, right? Because, here in Southern Ontario, we get the sun every few days. It's not like it comes out every day. It's completely icy and cold. And so that doesn't help because we're not outside moving our bodies and, doing the things we normally do. But we are getting slammed with solar activity right now. Like, I mean, slammed. Like, today is Monday, and I think we've had like 5 or 6 major solar flares come through, like very strong, powerful solar flares. And when these solar flares come in, it's radiation, right? We're getting big doses of radiation. And the cool thing about it is, and this is where the magical part comes in, is because there's all of these things on this planet that could literally take us out, and they're trying to. But we have this ability to counter things. We have this ability to adapt and change. And I feel like this is like, their Spirit's just showing me that, the intelligence that we feel is like behind the AI programming. It's like we have that intelligence with us, and it's so much broader. It's so much more intuitive. So, and we need to like remind ourselves about this more. And so when I asked Spirit, like, okay, so all of this radiation is coming in, all of these big solar flares, which have a direct effect on our nervous system, which have a direct effect on the nerves in the body. And if you don't know anything about the nerves in your body, trust me when I say they are the most important aspect of our human body. If our nerves are not happy, if our nerves are inflamed, then it's not good. So we need to heal the nerves and the nervous system. It has to be a priority. And so when I asked them about like what was going on, it's interesting because they projected me into the future. So we went, because there's something big that's coming, right? Like something big is coming. It's not going to be, Spirit's just saying it's slow moving. So it's not like we're just going to be boom, snap our fingers and it's here. It's like this trickle, it's like it's trickling in, right? This trickling in of this big thing that's coming through. And they're just saying to me right now, part of this is our preparation. We have to be prepared for this, right? And so when the solar flares are going off, when there's a whole bunch of radiation coming in, it directly affects us. Now, when I asked Spirit about the purpose of this, they said catalytic converter to me. Now, I don't know anything about cars. I've heard that word before because I think we had a problem with one of our cars with it. But I went on and I Googled it to tell me, what does a catalytic converter do? What's the purpose of it? And so basically a catalytic converter is a chamber, and the emissions from the car come in, so the bad stuff, right, come into this chamber, and this chamber changes the bad stuff and creates a form of a gas that's not harmful, such as steam. And so it changes it. So inside this chamber, our human vessel, right? You guys following me? This stuff is coming in. So the radiation is coming in. And what we are doing is we are converting it. We are converting this energy and then releasing it so that it's not anything harmful. Did you guys follow that process? Right? Radiation comes in. We are the converter. Our human vessels are the converters. We are changing these frequencies and then allowing them to release. And I think more so, like, they're just showing me not as in just making them not harmful, but also as in making them powerful, making them healing frequencies. That's how these new frequencies are coming in. Does that make sense? Because Spirit's just saying to me, we are having this exchange of energy through the downloads that we are receiving. And you'll notice, and let me know in the comments, you'll notice on the days or the nights where we have the really strong downloads coming in, your nervous system will be highly reactive. I always have a tell, a tell in my body. I'll have an eye twitch. The nerves in my face will feel stressed and my eye will twitch. Nobody could see it, but I can feel it. It's so, so subtle that I can feel it twitching. And that's the thing we need to remember. These frequencies that are coming in, although for those of us who are empaths and sensitives, they feel anything but subtle, but they are very subtle because you can't see them with the human eye. You can't necessarily touch them with the human hand. So that's what I mean. They're coming in and we underestimate them. This is the other thing that they're showing me too, which is very powerful. And I feel like it's about what's coming, where we're going, is they showed me the idea of, if you guys know how homeopathic remedies work, and even how vaccines were supposed to work, like how they, until Big Pharma got in there and completely destroyed them. But how it's supposed to work is you're supposed to be able to bring in a substance into the human body that is harmful, but you bring it in such a diluted, so in homeopathic, it's actually, there's no physical part of it there anymore. It's just the energy of it, which gives us such great validation of everything being energy and frequency. But just the energy of it comes in. So in such a diluted form, of course, in the vaccines, it's a bigger, stronger part of it, but it's not the full strength of it. What happens is these substances come into the body, we bring them into the body so that the body can meet it on a level playing ground. The body meets this substance on a level playing ground, and then it's like an AI program that's built into us. It reads the frequency of this substance and it counters it by creating a countering frequency. You guys following me? So it comes in, and our whole intuitive sense, our AI program in us, gets to download it, look at it, see the frequency of it, and be like, oh, okay. So in order for us to survive, because that's what we're always trying to do, is survive, we need to counter it with this. And it creates that reaction. It creates that imprinted reaction so that when it comes into the body, the next time we have this created, imprinted reaction to it, which is our immune system, right? They're showing me that that's part of what's happening right now. This radiation is coming in. These frequencies are coming in. Even the dark frequencies, the ones that are trying to take us out, they're coming in. We are getting assistance right now in being able to decode these frequencies, to decode them so that we get a sense of their greater purpose and we understand how to use them, how to utilize them. This is powerful, guys. This is so powerful. Do you see when Spirit says to us that stuff behind the scenes is happening? This is the kind of stuff that they're talking about. It's stuff that would blow your mind. It's stuff that we, If you can't comprehend it, it's just because maybe you're a couple steps behind, but everybody will be catching up to it so that we can understand it, comprehend it, know that this big, big thing is coming, that it's playing out, that we're part of it, that we're all doing our parts in it. It's just huge. So ride these dips as best you can. Understand that when we're going through this catalytic converter stage, it obviously requires a lot of energy. It requires a lot of energy. So you might be feeling tired. You might be feeling sad. You might be feeling the lower, denser frequencies. Because remember, part of what this program is doing, it's helping us to rid ourselves of all of the density, of all of the vibrational frequencies that are not helping us to rise above, that are just helping us to sink. Does that make sense? Big shifts, guys. Big, big shifts are happening. And they're just showing me right now. It's not going to be all rainbows and unicorns. It's not going to be that. So hang in there. Brace yourself for the impact, because we are being prepared. We're being prepared for it right now. Sending you guys huge blessings.